a C sharp major chord. So C sharp has all of the sharps. So C sharp, E sharp, and G sharp. Okay, so all of its notes are sharped. So this is a C sharp major chord. To make it minor, we lower the what? We lower the third. So the third is E sharp. So E sharp, also known as F. If you lower that by half a step, you get E natural, right? So this is a C sharp minor chord. C sharp, E, G sharp, C sharp minor, okay? Now, if we lower the fifth by a half step, that is called diminished, okay? So this is a C sharp diminished chord. So in a C sharp diminished chord, not only is the third lower by a half step, but the fifth is also lowered by a half step. Okay? So C sharp major, C sharp minor, C sharp diminished. Good. So let's practice playing C sharp diminished in its various inversions. So this is root, what we just played. And then in first inversion, we move that C sharp up an octave. So E is on the bottom. So E, G, C sharp. Okay. And then second inversion, we move the E an octave up and G is on the bottom. G, C sharp, E. Okay. So starting from root. Now let's do the same thing with our left hand. So a C sharp major chord is C sharp, E sharp, G sharp. C sharp minor chord is C sharp, E, G sharp. C sharp diminished chord is C sharp, E, G, right? So this is root. And let's play a first inversion. So you move that C sharp up an octave. So you have E, G, C sharp. Second inversion, you move that E an octave up, so you start on the bottom with G, G, C sharp, E. Okay, start from root, first inversion, second inversion. All right, good. Let's play hands together. Nice. So there's almost like a feeling of despair or something, like something terrible is going to happen when you hear a diminished chord, right? So it's a very strong sounding chord. We're going to play F2. So we're going to add the second degree of the scale into F. So second note in F is G. We are going to play the 1 and the 5 of F major, which is F and C, and then we're going to add the second, so it's sounds like that. And then if we do inversions of it, we will move this bottom F to the top, and then the second inversion, we're going to move this bottom G to the top. Okay, so it sounds like this. So same thing with the left hand. We play the 1 and 5, which is F and C, and then we add the second, which is G. So it sounds like this. And then for first inversion, we're going to move this bottom F all the way up here. And then for second inversion, we're going to move this bottom G all the way up here. Okay, so let's start from root position. First inversion. Second inversion. Now let's play hands together. Good job. We are going to play G minor now. So with our right hand, we know that G major is G, B, D, right? play the minor of that, you lower the what? You lower the third. So this is the third, B, and we lower it by half step to B flat. So the G minor chord is, okay, that's root position. And then moving to first inversion, the B flat is on the bottom. Second inversion, the D is on the bottom. All right, so let's play that again. Good, same thing with our left hand. G, B flat, D, and then B flat on the bottom, and then D on the bottom. Good.